batunda ettaka n'amayumba bo beesigwa be batakusiba kiwani Connected Properties be bakuyunga ku maka gagolubererako ne gole n'ekibanja mpola kati beeyune munywanyi
Tusange ku office zaffe ku Kampala Road ku Mabirizi Complex ku mwaliro gw'omusanvu ne Nansana ku Mastowa ku kizimbe okuli Opportunity Bank ku mwaliro gw'okubiri oba tukubire ku ssimu naawe osobola okufuuka landlord n'ekyapa kyo mu ngalo.
Connected Properties.
For purposes of everybody to get inclusive in this press conference, we're going to use two languages, English and Uganda. Amanya gange nze kawya Isaac Case, Grammy Entertainment News Reporter. Era olunaku olwaleero ekituleese wano mawulire ga ssanyu. Omanyi ebirungi tebiva mu maka malungi naddala nga n'ababikolamu balungi. Oluvannyuma lw'okuba nti nno twajjuza kololo n'amaanyi g'amawulire n'obulungi bw'abayimbi n'abannayuganda abatuwagira twasobodde okuba nti nno nga Eddy Kenzo omusuuza yasobodde okuba nti nno ali nominated for the biggest music entertainment awards kye bayita Grammy. Ekyo nno si kya bulijjo bannange, tulabye abantu bangi abamu bafudde tebalabye naku awadi ya ku kyalo, naye Eddy Kenzo omusuuza si kyanjawulo nnyo ku byafaayo bye nti mu 2015 yagenda ne yeetikka BET era ye munnayuganda yekka ey'akasembo gibaamu. Reddy and Wizo baali nominated and we appreciate. Naye abangi omwalabye nti naali nominated obera tucongratulating nga Eddy Kenzo naye nze bennabadde nabo nabagambye kino kya Eddy Kenzo naye ate kyaffe ffenna ng'abannayuganda. So olunaku olwaleero tugenda tambulirako ensonga, amasimu gaayitinganye mangi nnyo, ababaddeyo mu lubaga gye twabadde ffenna, ababadde ku siro, ababadde ku kaskis, nga ffenna tujagulizaamu olw'omunnayuganda Eddy Kenzo omusuuzi okubeera nti nno ng'alina ekyaliwe Mat B mu luyimba lwe bayita Give Me Love. Tubaniriza, this is Uganda, this is the media, and we are truly and proud to be associated with such brands. So tugenda kuba nti nno twextendingamu mpola mpola naye ng'ekitwese wano zino Grammy za 65 abanominatiza abantu bangi Banaboy mwali naye ffenna twalinze mwalabye video Eddy yasoose buli omu ng'ali ku standby nti basoma erinnya nga we walindanga report nga bagamba nti no gundi yaddako. So tuli basanyufu naye kwolwo olw'ensonga njagala tutandike n'essaala kubanga tetwandibaddewo senga Mukama Katonda tabitukoledde. Engeri gye tuli nti nno ngenda kulonda
قل هو الله احد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا احد. اي كما katonda tukwebaza olw'obulamu bwaffe, tukwebaza olw'obulamu bw'abayimbi baffe, tukwebaza olw'ebyengera byonna by'otukoledde, otujje wansi n'otusitula amagala ag'enjawulo. Tukwebaza olw'awaadi eno esinga obunene mu nsi yonna. Tukusaba otukume akakkamu era otuwe emirembe buli kye tukola, era otukume nga tuli bawanguze ebbanga lyonna. Amiina.
Tuyanze olw'okuba nti n'omukolo gwe tuliko munene ate teturepresentinga Eddy Kenzo yekooba ne Mat B. Nsaba tufune n'oluyimba lw'eggwanga kuba nti nekintu kye tuliko kya ggwanga, n'abaliddawo baligamba nti nno omulembe ogwaliko Eddy Kenzo, gwaliko Jacksto, gwaliko Balamu, ogwaliko bannamawulire bonna gwasobola okuba nti nno gwagazisa eggwanga lyaffe nga tuyita mu music.
Twesimye nnyo olwa Buganda yaffe, ekitiibwa kya Buganda kyafata naffe tukikuumenga. Twesimye nnyo olwa Buganda yaffe, ekitiibwa kya Buganda kyavanda naffe tukikuumenga.
Uganda.
Uganda, my God and country, we lay our future in thy hands. United, free for liberty, together we always stand.
Lingale tweets 15,888 lwekyo wetukola okyobanga abaddako addako sina munnayuganda mukama yabitukolera
kale bannamawulire once again twagala okubaaniriza Jonathan Jackster nyimiridde wano mu capacity ebbiri nga munnamawulire ate nga vice president wa bannamawulire abakola ebisanyusa. It's a remarkable moment. Today history is being written again, and I'm glad to be part of this generation witnessing this history. Grammy Awards, Chitu Chamani, Bana Uganda. Okay. Grammy Award is a very big award across the world. I can tell you, it's a dream for every artist in the world. Elinga World Cup's like a World Cup for Uganda, for musicians. So, first of all, what I'm trying to front here is believability. I remember the day Kenzo brought the BET, which was a statement already. When he brought the BET and became the first East African artist to bring the BET, I thought he has got it all. And I remember the first interview I had with him, I asked him, "You've gotten it, so what next?" He told me, "Brother, we are just beginning the journey. Next is the Grammy, and at least I'm here to witness this manifestation come true." We congratulate you once again, Eddy Kenzo. Grammy were merely shortlisted, like they will tell us. Now we are nominated.
Sure.
We are first shortlisted. So many, we had the Uganda boys in the shortlist also in the category, so they didn't make it there. So it is not easy. That is to say, it's a very big celebration we are supposed to be embracing. And yeah, without further ado, I think we are going to give our nominees a chance to tell us, to express their excitement, to tell us what this means to Uganda.
I suggest the wife first speaks first.
Okay.
She's the manager and the wife to Matty B. Give me love. You feel in love? You know, are you loved? Welcome to Uganda.
I mean, I'm honestly humbled and honored. This means the world to Matt and I. We have been together for 10 years. Thank you. And I've seen him grind and struggle to the top, and you know, it's like an underdog story. And I'm just, it was a really emotional day yesterday, and I'm just so grateful to God and grateful to the people of Uganda for embracing us here. And yeah, honored.
Thank you so much. I think we should start with our very own Eddy Kenzo because we were enlightened that we got this nomination when the artist who was featuring the song is also in the country. And I'm told you're working on a video. Give it up. Let's talk to Eddy Kenzo first, then we shall have Matty B from America.
Neanza mtuenali eyo na moment ene kusanza okyali mulamu kuyozayoza nnyo. At least we have witnessed in our generation that impossible is nothing. Today tubanga twasobola okubanga tutambudde ne tufuna awards nyingi, the Glorians, now BET, then Grammy, nominated kinene. For Zenanze, nomination alone is amazing. I'm so grateful. It's big. It is so big. I'm so grateful to ever meet Angela and Matt. I'll never forget the moments in studio with your beautiful kids. You know, they all can't wait for us to record the questions and that spirit of family. I'll never forget, and that meant a lot to me. I'm also surprised that God is gifting us with the nomination. I think we 100% deserve it. Lwekirabo Mukama kyekugumaddeko si kirabo. Grammy kirabo kinene. Yesuuse wano waffe. Waliwo abantu bene badibakirira bagamba ono oli si kituufu. Si kituufu. Eno yesuuse wano waffe. Kyabugagga, I'm speechless, simanyi kyakwogera kubanga this is too much for me. Era sijja kwogera nnyo but neebaza Mukama Katonda atusobozezza okutuuka ku kirala ky'omuwendo kino. Mwebaza nnyo honestly speaking.
I fully understand because I'm the BET and Grammy entertainment reporter. Kakati tunaleeta Manti B. Oluyimba olwo luli ku YouTube omwezi mulamba lulina emitwalo 44 ejja views. Obudde buno lwe luli mu Grammy. Grammy nomination si kintu kyangu. Oteeberezaamu olunaku mwabanga mu kyalo olunaku wasooka olinnya bass feeling gye wayina. Njagala twogere ne producer eyafumba ekintu kino because wayogedde ku studio session where actually he's one of the finest for business. I'm telling you, are working with one of the finest and young talents of Uganda. He's not other than Stay from Big Talent Studios. Stay, talk to the people. How do you feel being a younger producer, new on the block, and you have a big song that has been nominated in the world's greatest?
Isaac, Uganda.
Grammy Award we are talking about.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, he's none other than Matt B. You accepted and worked with Uganda's biggest expert, Eddy Kenzo. Is the most awarded artist and the most nominated artist of our generation
In Africa. So you're going to help us know how this song came about, because we are all, actually it's a surprise to the rest of the world, even Uganda at large. We didn't see this coming, so please take us through the genesis of this song and how it's been able to make magic.
So first off, let me start by saying thank you so much for having me. I'm so happy just to be here. If my voice sounds a little hoarse, it's because I was out with Eddy all night. Eddy took me to all the clubs and all that, and that was really cool. I've never been to Uganda before. I've actually never even been to Africa, so I want to really take the time to go far back and just tell a really, really important story that means a lot to me, and I think that once I get to the end of it, you'll see why. So for me, growing up on the south side of Chicago, and just growing up in the ghettos of Chicago, not really having heat in the winter time or AC in the summertime, sleeping in a 3-bedroom apartment with my 5 siblings, and we were all in the dining room together with all of our beds. and just coming from complete and utter poverty. And my parents, they did the best that they could to help us and raise us in the right way, but just on the financial end of things, we just didn't have it. So, like for me to have pride in where I came from, it just didn't exist. But as time progressed, I wanted to know more about where I was from, and that really meant something to me, which took me on this journey of discovering like the continent of Africa, the beautiful people here, and eventually led me to want to express that through my music. So doing that transition from heavy R&B music and then turning around and doing Afrobeats, it was very important for me to be as respectful as possible to the genre, knowing that that I am not technically born here, although I am from here because my ancestors are from here, right? So it led me on that journey, and you know, I wanted to learn more about the culture, I wanted to learn more about the music, which led me to meeting my brother here, Eddy Kenzo. So I met him last year. It was actually last year around this time, and I met him at an event for Grammy consideration. So we talked to one another. We actually ended up being seated right next to one another. We had a great conversation. We instantly hit it off, and you know how that goes when recording artists hit it off. We want to make music right away, right? So Eddy's like, hey, you know, let's go to the studio and let's try and see if we can get something in. So we went to the studio the next day, and he played a beat for me, and he only played one, and it was the beat that Stein made. And initially I was like, maybe I'll use this beat, maybe we should do something else, let me hear something else. But Angela was like, no, I love this instrumental, you guys have to do something to it. So we were waiting outside for a considerable amount of time. The engineer was running a little late. We had our 3 little ones that were inside of the car, ages currently 9, 7, and 5. We make it inside of the recording studio, and it was an instant vibe. We're knocking the record out. It's almost like God was just speaking through us because it just felt right. And I think that it is reflected in the way that the record sounds, because it sounds so fun, it sounds so upbeat, it sounds so genuine, and it goes back to what Eddy was saying, which is that, you know, when you're around genuine people and when you can feel that energy, it's bound to come out inside of the record. And to see our little ones sitting in the studio and just really enjoying the music that was being created around them, it was a very, very, very powerful thing. And now to be here a year later, sitting here in Uganda, Grammy nominated, I mean, you couldn't ask for anything more.
Thank you so much, Matthew David Benson, Royals. He's just 33 years, he's been in business for the last, I think 17 years. 10 with your wife.
So technically, yes, 17 if you're counting like when I was a kid, right? Because I was in a group. But as far as a solo artist.
We are happy to see you.
Like certainly these are the brands that have to future. Thank you so much for the media. We are live on BBS TV. I don't know, you let me have a moment, just a few minutes on live camera. To the live ku BBS Telefina. Abazana n'abami ba Kabaka. Omwami wa Kabaka Eddy Kenzo olwaleero ayongedde okubaako ekyenjawulo kyatuuse eri eggwanga lyaffe. Yatuleetera BET musajja w'e Masaka. Abantu bayinza okulowooza yakulira. He did grow from America. He's in Masaka, Munakyalo. I don't know if he told you about his story. He was a street kid. He has sold water to survive. So his story is inspiring. Kenzo, tukulyoza muganda wo. Kiwulikika kitya okutuuka ku ssa lino nalyo obuwanguzi buno? I know it is winning. Era ogenda tunyonyola tugenda kuwangula tutya, tugenda kulonda tutya. Kiwulikika kitya?
Kyandibadde kirungi nnyo senga public ebadde weewa omukisa okulonda mu Grammy. But tebalina mukisa guvotingwa mu Grammy. Grammy can only be voted by a Grammy member. So they have the Academy But Uganda, we can always go there, comment, thank them for the nomination, and to take away very balance, we are grateful. Yes, that's the least we can. Otherwise, Grammy is not over academy. Yeah.
So kitegeeza oline baani bamaze ne so baani betuli nabo mu category gye tuli.
Category tuli mu Bana Boy or Mwanga Mbansi. This is a global category. It's a global category. You see what?
Amawanga so in Africa ovuganya Bana Boy.
Yeah.
Omwami oyo omusanga otya?
Omwami namusanga Los Angeles. Again, the Los Angeles, original shows in America, Nicola Boston, Nicola Dallas, is a film. But now Uganda, so the Nina show, and to show you the Nyamba, a Grammy. So Nalinga Negomba, your Grammy. Name for the Mutuan, Nemusava, Aquario Party. A cup Grammy consideration party. But not a very part of it, but Bali was the So Neighbor Sang, and by introducing so many musicians. I got in touch with a lot of artists, by the way, and I've recorded some music with them. Now, God is great. Me and Matt, what we did is turn out. So, to have Matt, we became friends, and then we decided to hit the studio and record something.
Okay, Matt is going to Matt Katononyo before we conclude with Kenzo. Matt, how are you? This is Uganda. You say you are Africa. This is a life. So, first of all, so great. Uganda name we have given you is Mukasa.
What does that mean?
Mukasa. Mukasa. Mukasa is
a positive.
Yeah, it is powerful. It is powerful. It's a blessing. You understand? Yeah, it's powerful.
So, how are you feeling about this nomination?
I feel absolutely amazing because, you know, we already had won over 20 awards stateside in the US, but this one in particular, to be nominated for this one is like absolutely amazing, and to do it with a superstar like Eddy Kenzo, and to see the amount of love and support that he gets here and worldwide, is just, I'm honored.
Did you see this coming?
No.
Okay, thank you. So Eddy Kenzo, I want to okay, so the last time you brought the BET, I had an interview with you and asked you what next. I'm not gonna hesitate asking you. You had the biggest festival in the land. You have the BET. There is a Grammy now. What next?
I don't know.
But you know, at a tender age.
Yeah, God is good, and I think I just need to concentrate on. I'm gonna do my best to at least build a talent school so that I can teach the next generation. Yeah.
Thank you so much. We shall have some members of press right up with the so in the camera.
That is first question. Yes, because we didn't hear you say anything about the awards that have been nominated in, and if there be, could you please tell us some of those that you've won, so that it's on record, and then Chigenda Musuza, opportunity in only nominated. We haven't seen you organize in Saudi, see about Europe, about Asia. Do we expect O2? Do we expect Square, Wembley? We say the Bijaka or one of them. Passport over here.
Gambo yagala kumula.
Honestly speaking, my next show outside Uganda is in Dubai, One Africa Fest. Yeah. So after that,
good news better.
Matt, they wanted to know how many hours you have won, and you can tell them how many nominations we received from Gimme Lab, because some people may think it is only Grammy. Tell them how many nominations and how many you have won.
Okay, so I'm going to have to think about this because I know there are quite a few that we have been nominated for and have won over the past couple of months. We won over 20, spanning across all categories in reference to different award shows across the country in the United States, being Lit Talent Awards, the Muse Awards. What else? What else?
There also has been Indie Music Channel Awards, and they recently won an award for the HAPA Awards. I think that was maybe a week or so ago, or 2 weeks ago now. And we also have won a bunch of film festivals, the New York International Film Festival and the Oneros Film Festival in New York. It's won multiple for the music video as well, which is directed by Billy Flyboy, who is an American-based videographer. So we're just really blessed, really overwhelmed. God is really good.
And I think that on top of that, we're also really grateful that we entered into Billboard in the U.S., and that was huge for Give Me Love. So a big accomplishment. We went number 39 initially, and it continued to climb the chart. So hopefully we will eventually be number 1.
Amajire mu Uganda nyina abaganda bange nabagamba akazungu ngenda abasinga olimba Give Me Love Billboard for the first time okubeera ku Billboard Afrobeat chart US olwo olimba lwetwogerako kinene nnyo ekyo olimba lwetwogerako lwakawangula awards how many? Like 5?
Awards?
Yeah.
20.
Yeah, over 24. Give Me Love. Over 20 awards for this very song. Even when they were coming, they brought me some awards for the same song. Because when they give out like 3, 4, so we all share. You understand? Mind you, even on the Grammy, the producer will get a Grammy, I'll get a Grammy, we'll get a Grammy. She's a executive producer, she will get a Grammy.
And the reporter will get it Grammy. And the Grammy reporter will get it Grammy.
Okay. Katono Batumaliriza, Eddy Kenzo, there is a guy who attended Eddy Kenzo Festival from France. Okay. This is how big the event was. He's flying back tomorrow. So I wanted members of press to acknowledge him.
Where is he?
This guy came.
Come say hi.
Yeah. He came from France.
Tusigale nnyo ku bya Grammy Isaac kubuuza byonna kasita oyogera okay.
Good afternoon or good morning everybody.
Good afternoon sir.
My name is Mosby. I'm from France, originally from Sierra Leone. I'm an artist myself, and I've been following Kenzo for quite a while now. He's a short and wonderful artist. And I really been speaking with my team. I said I have to be part of this festival. I want to see what this guy can do, you know. And me as a musician, I've performed at the O2 in Amsterdam, and I know what it means, you know. But an artist, you always admire other people are great, you understand. So I'm here today in Uganda just to see Eddy Kenzo, and I want to say congratulations on this great award of yours, and I have one song that I love of you.
Sing it.
Yeah.
Look
at the camera.
Okay.
Yeah. I have one song that I love of you, and something like Dance, Dance. You know, that's my favorite song of you. I don't know all of the words, but you know, it's very catchy. And I'm really humble that I'm here. You said tomorrow I'm leaving, but actually I'll be leaving Sunday. Yeah.
What do you like about Eddy Kenzo personally? And I'm glad we have the Sierra Leone flag.
Yes, I do.
So we need to take this moment and we recognize the people of Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
We
love what? How do you know that? Wow, that's awesome. Oh, I like this song.
Thank you so much. International journalist. Right now, if we are recognizing people, we have another brother of ours, Chesapeake, producer, musician. Do you remember what he did on the festival?
Congratulations,
Say something. Say hi to the people. You know, remember they supported your performance?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, amazing to be here in Uganda. So I'm from the United States of America. Congratulations. Congratulations. And for me,
which part of America? I've been to America before.
I'm from New Jersey, but I live in Los Angeles.
I live in Minneapolis.
Okay. And for Uganda, getting or even being nominated for a Grammy as a person from the United States, it's such a big deal. So congratulations from everybody, not just the artists, but also the country of Uganda. And I'm so excited that I got to perform with Eddy Kenzo the other day. I was really excited to be there. So thank you for having me here in your country.
Thank you.
Eddy, abatamanyi kugonza Isaac, producer, Spartina TV. Eddy, congratulations, first of all. Fena tuli basanyufu naye ekibuuzo kyange wawangula BET owanika nnyo abaana ba Ghetto Kids essaawa nga bali kata Grammy ze Eddy Kenzo nezogamba nti mu Grammy oli wekka e Uganda because you want to be Esther mukwano gwaffe n'ekibuuzo kyange kiri nti ogambe olina kukola academy talent academy naye nga tonagenda ku talent academy abaana betulina abali mu music essaawa eno abalina we batuuseeko bakula ennyimba zaabwe zitambudde botuna YouTube they have very nice very good views numbers bazirina n'abalala abakuluku ababaddewo obayambe otya nga Kenzo because you've stepped on every big stage. How are you planning to help the talent that is already there, besides the one you're going to discover in the talent school, the one that is already there, that discovered themselves, that trying to push themselves? Oyina plan kyoba oteekateeka kuba yangu otya wenga muganda waabwe okulabanga nabo balinnya ku stages ezinene? Thank you.
Thank you so much, Isaac. But we all need to agree that at least I've done something already. Yeah, because even the Ghetto Kids, they are in Qatar, but because they started that. Even the word Ghetto Kids, I'm the one who named them Ghetto Kids, me myself. You understand? And we have Masaka Kids, they are all over the place. I've made over 10 artists.
Yeah, sure.
To the, even more. You know, I've made over, I think, 20. Even beyond. So, and I'm still doing my best. But the most important is raising the bar high. It's very important for everybody. They learn from there. Because when something is not done before, people think it's impossible until it's done. So when people sit down, they will continue from there. They can even do better. You understand? So reaching this level, I think that's enough. And then the rest shall come. But I'm trying my best to make sure that at least you have a bright future. Thank you.
Okay. Ronnie, over BBS Day today.
Until your things are being sorted between you and how to do that because I want to watch a winner on my
honestly, if you are over, now give back the building of this one syndicate in Barua in Alabama, a gamba kuva WhatsApp, card WhatsApp one. Nakagama, which you stopping, I received from someone. Yeah? I take that as a gamble because it didn't come from a lawyer. We are not served. So Katosola put down no number of money because I'm not served before until they serve us. We want about serving then the lawyer are taking over. But for now, we are serving the work, so we don't know. Yeah, Nange Bilaba Maudi and Gaba but Sinaba Kuwa Balua a confirm serving. So I don't know how true is that. Nange normally Maudi, but we don't let it now serving.
Okay. Tumeelewa Kuki yasoose tuddewa Ruki. Kuki buuza ekibuuzo ekikuli ku mutima kati tuli mu Grammy.
Eddy Kenzo, congratulations. Manya ganze Kuki. Ekibuuzo kyange kiri nti tukumanyi nti awards zinene nnyo kutereezeta mu Uganda Music tugisumira kubanga naye ogireeta ekyabe bukyabi eri abazzukulu banaagirabangako.
Has it benefited you putting it there?
Yeah, me, I need to receive any money from tourism or whatever for that, but I'm grateful that our kids and our people, whenever they go to the museum, they take pictures and they get inspired. Yeah, so
if we win the Grammy,
we'll start from there. But for now,
let's pray.
Yeah, then we just need to pray.
First of all, Eddy Kenzo, goodwill ambassador wa Uganda. Goodwill ambassador tasasulwa obulabulu bamulabako bamanya nti ne bakawalya tebali. Tugende wa Lupi. Okay, Lupi okuva ku Metro FM ne ku Star TV ne ku nkola ya video mu ggwanga.
Osoza, congratulations. N'abamawulire mwe bali kujja. Munekaanekanye kansubire ddala tebaluma leero. Obeeta leero baluma.
Sebo tetuze abawuli for the program.
Kati musuuza nzira ku kintu kya okuzaako emabega ewaluba. Luba yavuddeyo n'akaaba. Abamu ne babuyita obuziga bw'ekiroko oba obutuko obutali butuufu. Ng'agamba wafuna ssente okuva mu gavumenti ky'oba olaba omunyigiriza naye ate nga wafuna naye yafuna. So lwaki tewamuwa kigulu kye ng'ate enkolagana yaliwo nti mulina okukkaanya ne bwekyambala kivuddewo mwalina okuddamu ne mukwatagana. Kituufu kyekiro wafuna ssente wafuna.
Uganda nzesa nakuwadde ekikulu. Gavumenti tempangako ku ssente nawe wabeera nga waliyo omuntu eyampa ssente nga gyali alitoloka saafu nakuwadde ekikulu. Sifunangako naye yafuna ssente ekisegere bamukompasetinga ate we bamukompasetinga nali musuubira okunsasula kuba namukubira nako namuga muganda wange bakuwadde ssente nange mpa balansi wange naŋŋamba todangamu n'okunkubira najjako.
Okay, tugende tusoke owavera okuva ku live wire Spark TV.
Okay. Nze ndowooza bannayuganda balina kunsabira busabizi na kwebaza Grammy ugende ku social media but fe abantu tetulina maanyi galonda. Zino awadi zirondebwa bannamawulire ba media zirondebwa bayimbi zirondebwa ba producer academy.
Okibanyonnyola nti wabawo komiti y'abantu nti eri ku ekyo nesensula okusensula ne bagenda nga balondalondawo batya kiriseeka
siza papa.
Tugendewo omukulu ono okulaga essano lyange ku lw'abasoga bonna abatali represented wano nti tuli basanufu ino okubanga ensi yaife ogiteire ku idaala eryawo igulu. And to our brother Matbi, you so welcome in Uganda. How I wish you go and visit Busoga. Do you know the source of the River Nile?
I know the River Nile. I've never been.
Yeah, but you need to go before you go back to Uganda. You need to go and check out the source of the River Nile. Eddy Kenzo, wewaleta BET Award abayimbi legendary artist abamu bavaayo ne babako bye bayogera nga bagezaako okulaga nti nedda sawa zino twalabye nti abayimbi bonna tugeza bavuddeyo ne balaga one love bayisawa 3 buli muyimbi yabadde amaze okupostika. Kino kitegeeza ki eri gwe ne music industry at large?
Just nsaba okutwala akasaka n'okubeebaza. I thank all the Ugandan musicians, to all the East African musicians, to all the African musicians, to all the world artists, musicians. I appreciate. But singira ddala abeeka mbeebaza okuba nti bavuddeyo ne mulaga obumu. Awadi eno si yange bw'omu, ya buli muntu yenna amanyi ekitegeeza okuba nga tubeera ne fulaga yaffe okubeera ku representinga colours. Olwaleero Uganda eri nominated for Grammy. I think it is the first of its kind in the Central and East Africa. Lwakuba bingi ebyogerwa nabirire go to the real facts. Central and East Africa is the first of its kind. Thank you so much Uganda, thank you my fellow artists. I appreciate and era olwaleero bannamawulire n'abayimbi ne bamaneja baabwe bategekedde ekijjulo olwaka evening ak'okunywamu ekifo bakitamasera kiri buyala nga wakava ebulenga bategekedde ak'okunywa ak'okulya tunyumyemu twebaze Mukama olw'okubanga industry yaffe yatuuse kubanga kino kigenda kubeera mu rekodi mpaka nti Uganda tugamba abaana bagenda kuleetako nezikulono eziwereko yesa kubanga kisobose. So there is no way we can't celebrate bannamawulire balwanya obutabu bunene okulaba nga batuusa music industry wetuuse abo naddala ba entertainment wadde nga tufunamu obuzibu nabo naye abali awamu bayomba olaba ozalakanako katono okayisaamu oluyi kitegeeza tetuyinza butafunamu tategeeragana lwansonga benda bange mumperedde akatebe wange
tukwaniriza akabosi
kati lwanga benda kyakoze this is amazing brother. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This means a lot. So nga bagambye nti abannamawulire bakoze nnyo kuba wadde nti nno olumu baba ne ate babeerako nnyo naye nsobola kituusaba singa twali twagalana singa tetutuula netunyumyamu otegeera so nasazeewo bannamawulire naddala aba entertainment okusinga mujje wali tunywemu tulyemu tunyumyemu n'ebyonna bituzeemu nga tusoowagana wano nawali tubimalewo tuga tuselebratinge it's okay tesataga mutenda kwetonda nze sina gwenyigidde kuba kino kyetwatuuseeko obanga okyayina akakuku ku mutima namapija ne babeera baani ne babeera bakasuku ne basendi bayisa ate baagala nnyo mubaleete baje tunywemu olwekyo abayimbi bange nga benda bwazze mbadde benda ngambye abantu wano nti nategeseeyo kakokuteri oba kakidro mwetutuule abayimbi bannamawulire tusanyukire mukama olwa kino kyetutuuseeko kubanga kino si kyange ng'omuntu kubanga bwetunuulira kategori za global basindika ennyimba ng'emitwalo 3 enyimba emitwalo 3 consideration ebeera mu nnyimba okuva ku 3 paka 2 consideration and when you get considered you celebrate. Consideration alone is enough, but guess what? We are in top 5 now. We are actually on the award. And many people who are in the academy, anyone can win. The moment you are nominated, you can win. So we really need to celebrate this together.
Amanya agange bampita Fawos, Fashion King.
How are you fashion star?
T-shirts Eddy Kenzo. Ibibuzo byange biri bibiri, ekisooka kigenda wa Stay, producer kigenda wa Eddy. Ekibuzo ekisooka Stay, musajja aviira ddala eri mu ghetto ddala. Owulira otya okubanga oluyimba lwakwatako kubanga lugenze mu Grammy nga tobeeranga nominated wantu wonna as a producer. Ekyokubiri ku nsonga yemu yennyini eyo oyinza otuwamu ka brief engeri gyewalina abayimbi ababiri bonna nga bamanyi ku tune emu engeri gyewatuwamu obudde goga kutu briefing about that. Ekibuzo ekyokubiri kigenda eri Eddy. Twabeeranga ne Eddy ebbanga lyonna tubadde ne Eddy ebbanga lyonna naye nzijukira butwawenyenda BET wayitawo obudde butono n'otusuubiza noga anytime any moment ojja kulya nga tuli mu Grammy. Bwe muli oba owulira otya oba okikoleredde kyenkana ky'okusobola okuinspiring okubowoozemu question eyo gakuinspiring abayimbi bangi bana talents bangi.
Stay in Sebo.
Kyali kitya singa ekifaananyi baakuba bateeke mmeka wasiimuula kyenkana ki ebintu
Yes, did I tell you the this is my first nomination? I think like the global award is new. It's my first nomination. And keep going. The praise.
Chokate comedian akola comedy katayogedde yomusajja enganza okusesa tatudde mu kigambo sifani kasita akuba endongo but is a very good producer and bino tuze tubirabako because I remember when I was working with Stay in a film of Pause Makachi 2017 we had the most nominations in Afrima. I was nominated around 8 times. was the most nominated in Afrima that year. And Hussein won Afrima. He has it in his studio. The first of its time in East Africa producer to win Afrima. So, kino kyakubiri kino kinene kya Grammy naye nga kyali kinene nnyo. Tambulanga n'akaaba amala emiranga neevunugula mutana zigasirikawo so kino bize bibaawo naye Mukama bw'ati Mukama akola ebyamagulu. So you deserve it. You deserve it.
Twanirize mpaka boss katono nnyo Eddy Kenzo because ndo zapta mpaka ushabi winding down. Kakati just katono nnyo ngera kusala katono. Yesterday interview Luba ya the ownership. Era kinakala kibiri clear na mawulire. Njagala the festival was please because it's idea kisingo mukanya. I want something we want to celebrate for eternity. Enough to be out to defending when you're gone because I believe this is your dream. So whose is it? Is aina entitlement chief.
Pasa kansoke nambule bulungi ensonga ya festival. Luba yajja nga ayagala kugula show. Nkyogera mu linnya lya Mukama. Nze wange nyinayo kamera. Ate ne footage mbanda ye. Soogera byansimattu. Osegera. Ne mugamba nze njagala kukola festival. Osegera. Nabanga atakitegere nenkimunyola n'akibaayi. Osegera. Netukitandika. Twakola agreement. Nze yaŋŋamba nti ekikolwa ekyo ekintu kye tugenda okukola kinene. Lwaki tondisebe nkikola bukozi mbanga nkutandikidde. Ne mugamba ojja kumpaayo ku ssente nsobole okuba nga nzizaamu badansa nasozi ki. Ne tuteesa emirimu 100 nampaako emiliyoni 4. Bwe yampaako emiliyoni 4 eyo sho bagisazaamu ng'ebulayo obwingi ndowooza ennaku 10. Nakazanamu ddala.
Zali 7 days.
7 days. Nazizaamu nadda mu rehearsal na biki. Agreement yalina okumpaako 50%. Teyampa 50%. He breached contract number 1. Already ati awo ne tuvaawo. Sho yasazibwamu gavumenti President Museveni COVID sinze awo mbasikyabangibwa kuba siyinza kukondebwa motoka wali nimenya amakulu ng'obadde wanguze ku sho n'ojja n'onsiba nfunye akabenje ekisoboka. That was an accident. It is beyond my understanding. Sikiwante ku musango gwange ekyo kimu. Ekyokubiri, he was compensated by the grace of God by the government. Era ne mode of payment weeri nfuna bulungi bamuwa ssente nazireceivinga nfuna bulungi. Ekyokubiri mu agreement mulimu nti singa wabaawo obuzibu bwonna obutagenda maaso ate munagenda mu kooti musooka kutuula. Yawaayiriza n'agamba yajja enaana alimba alimba nze gambye buli kyenjogera nze nina kamera zijjudde ofiisi yange mweziri yali atudde mu ofiisi yange kitegedde footage mulina. So
he's not a director chief of festival.
Ate atya yagula ekivulu contract weeri egamba Eddy Kenzo Festival 2020 temulimu aleete contract ekisobola mu kooti yonna egamba nti I own the rights of Eddy Kenzo Festival. Contract yo yali ekoma mu May 24th I think. May 24th 2020. Contract yo yali ekoma tukola bibya. Bannamawulire mulina clips za jjo ng'ayogera. Yakyeyogeredde lunwe. Nti eno kontro eno kisho gye bakoze si ye yange yakyogedde mu kamera. Yange yali festival wano bakoze concert eno si ye yange yakyogedde wataliyo kyekira yakyogedde kiri ku record. Yagambye eno si ye yange eyo statement yagikoze. Kati simanyi oba naagitufendinga atya.
Kyenjagadde otutangazeemu katonera kuba tuli ku nsonga eyo waliwoko olufuuvu mukuba ffenna abali wano twali twagala festival ebeewo ensonga lwaki tetwambibwa nnyo attention. What really happened ku Friday okuba nti bagezaako yimirira concert nti festival nti Luba yasindika basabotaginge concert but you used powers n'amaanyigo capacity yo okola nti you overcome that and it didn't go anywhere. It wasn't exploded.
Nsaba yali nosaba okwebaza bannamawulire. Luba yali ayagala sabotaginga show ng'ayitira mu bannamawulire. Bannamawulire ne bagaana nga buli gwakigamba mugamba ndeka sigenda kulabika bubeeri bannayuganda ne basirika nze sirina maanyi ge nakozesa nze nange nali ninze kyeyimirizibwe nga luyimirizibwa nkikkirize mufayiringe nga mbuuza lwaki bokyekee
awo wenyini kati mwenani ayagala okudda kuba oli agamba nti ogenda kumutta oli nawe agamba bakutiisatiisa ekituufu
oba yabadde ategeeza mu sandongo
nze ondaba bwe ninze kusaavingibwa omukwano gw'omusango sinasaavingibwa bya lugambo ndaba ayogera lutaliva buwu otege singa nasaavingibwa akujakalina but for now
The highlight of the night is
kumwinaku kunyononera linnya so far
highlight y'olunaku bana Grammy Awards. Ebirikuwa bitalaze twagale tuyite. So ladies and gentlemen, let's give us Grammy Award winner.
Kaka boss. Amina nnyo. Bana ensanyusa okubalaba mwena abazze okubeera muganda wange Eddy Kenzo BET Award winner kati Grammy Award nominee esookedde ddala nange mbirabyeko mu mawulire ku social media sorry abantu bateekawo ekibeera nsi yasoose ebyo mubiveeko ono yasoose era leta celebrate our own kutujanjawaze bane bali abasajja be bafuna ebyabwe bajjanjawaza abaabwe okitegeera tebagala kulaba negative energy so get celebrating it ne okitegeera bati bwe tugiwangula bakizibe ne bigger deal okitegeera bantu batu nakiteekawo simanyi musuuza gwanatubuulira naye nga ya musuuza nkwebaza olw'okwekkiririzaamu ekisooka n'okwagaliza banno obukola nabo nkulundi musebo Eddy Kenzo is that artist who wants to see the Ugandan music industry go to the next level. So the chenkubiriza banange bonna abatandika emyaka etaano esatu n'abalala n'oyinza okubanga watandika even before Eddy Kenzo, you still have a chance. Tulina okwekkiririzaamu ate tulina okujanjawaza ekyaffe naddala mu amaanyi ge mulina abannamawulire bwakutuusa obubaka bwaffe eri abantu baffe nti abayimbi baabwe bakola ki bebasinga to what's his name? Matt B. Yes. Big up on yourself, congratulations brother, and welcome to Uganda. This is the power of Africa. And tubagala nyo Eddy Kenzo, let us celebrate. Peace.
Thank you so much. Njagala okwebaza abamawulire ewatali wadde ekikumi ewatali wadde okakibwa tusobodde okuba nti nga tukutte ekijjo anyway wali wogerako naffe eno twasembayo nga tutandika ekimwagamba tupike tulabe ffenna nga tuyitamu kubanga ekivuluse kati kyakoze baligambire Uganda media naffe kaakati ne wano tubalabeko ffenna mu basseruganda njasaba we have a photo moment right from the artist to the producer to the moderator Mr. Jonathan Mugudwa Jackster then to me the Grammy reporter is official. 88.8 CBS FM.